Alright, hey guys, this is Rose TCG back in the video, and with this video I'm going to be talking about some new signer cards, or cards based off the 5D signers, and let's just get started here. So here we have Wheel Synchron, which is a level 5 light machine tuner effect monster. If you use this card on the field as synchro material, you can treat it as a non-tuner, so that's pretty cool. It's a level 5 tuner that can be turned into a non-tuner, and then during your main phase you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except synchro monsters. Also, immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon one level 4 or lower monster. So that's pretty decent. I mean, if there's a way to summon this card out on its own, since it's a synchron, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of ways to do that. Then you can actually get a free normal summon if you're going to be playing pure synchros anyways. So that's pretty nice. And then you can banish this card from your grave, then target one synchro monster you control, decrease this level by up to 4. So that's pretty cool, having some level modulation here. It's going to make it pretty good for you to actually be able to go up in the synchro levels, because it looks like you're going to be using synchro monsters in order to summon other synchro monsters. So that's pretty interesting here. Here we have Revolution Synchron, which is a level 3 Earth Machine Tuner effect monster. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per duel. And if you synchro summon a Power Tool Synchro monster or a level 7 or 8 Dragon Synchro monster, this card in your hand can be used as material. Interesting. So you're actually going to be able to synchro summon using this card in your hand, as long as it's for this, as long as for like the signer cards. And then if this card is in your graveyard and you control a level 7 or higher synchro monster, you can send the top card of your deck to the grave. And if you do special summon that card, and if you do that, its level becomes 1. So that's pretty good, just being able to summon this card out. It'll be a level 1 tuner. So it's going to make it easy for you to just go into a level 8, and a pretty solid way to go into an actual Crystal Wing as well. So pretty interesting and decent card here. And here looks like that's going to be a new level 12 actual boss monster. And this is Cosmic Quasar Dragon, which is a level 12 light dragon synchro effect monster. It requires 1 tuner synchro monster plus 2 plus non-tuner synchro monsters. Must first be special summoned with the above synchro materials, which makes sense. And then once per turn, you can target face-up cards on the field up to the number of monsters used as synchro material for this card. Plus 1, negate their effects. This effect and its activations cannot be negated. So this looks really good. It's going to be like an imperm that also applies to spells and traps. And you get the additional negate here, and they can't activate anything in response to it. So really good. I mean, you summon this, being able to negate all that, it's going to be really difficult for them to get through this. And then quick effect, you can banish this synchro summon card, special summon 1 dragon synchro monster that lists 2 or more non-tuner synchro monsters as material from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. So not only are you going to be able to do this to just negate once per turn, it is an ignition effect, but still, you're going to be able to actually switch this out for a different level 12 boss monster. So you can go into the Cosmic Blazer Dragon or the other Quasar. So this looks like a pretty solid addition, and I wonder why they decided to add a new level 12 boss monster like this. And here we actually have the Crimson Dragon, so that's pretty cool to see. It's a level 12 light dragon synchro. It requires 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuners. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add 1 spell trap that mentions the Crimson Dragon from your deck to your hand. So that's some great searchability here. And then quick effect, you can target 1 level 7 or higher synchro monster on the field except this card. Return this card to the extra deck, and if you do special summon 1 dragon synchro monster with the exact same level from your extra deck, this is treated as a synchro summon. So that's pretty cool. I mean, if you're able to get this monster out, you're going to be able to return this card and kind of replace, like, you get a free level 7 or higher synchro monster as long as it seems to match the level of whatever card you're going to be summoning here. And all you're going to do is replace this card. So a very interesting card that is very focused on the synergy of like being the synchro dragons. But it looks pretty solid, honestly. And then here we have a normal spell card, which is synchro over the top. And we can see here we have Black Rose Dragon, Ancient Fairy, Red Dragon Archfiend, and then the Black Wing Dragon thing. And then target any number of level 7 and or 8 dragon synchro monsters in your grave. Special summon them in defense position, but their levels become 1. Their effects are negated. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except synchro monsters. So it looks like you can bring a bunch of monsters like level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monsters out, but they're just going to not be able to do anything in particular besides being synchro monsters. But it's going to make it easier to actually go into the bigger synchros if you have them at level 1s. And when your synchro monster is destroyed by battle, you can banish this card from your grave. Special summon 1 the Crimson Dragon from your extra deck. So that's one quick way to get this card out. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lot of interesting combos for you to do with this deck. And then here we have Synchro World, which is a field spell card. Each time a monster is synchro summoned, place 2 signal counters on this card. And then you can remove 4, 7, or 10 signal counters from your field to activate one of these effects. So 4, increase or decrease the level of one face-up monster you control by 1. 7, special summon 1 tuner from your grave. 10, special summon 1 synchro monster from your grave. So it looks like being able to just synchro summon a lot. This is definitely going to be for one of those heavy synchro summon decks. Not having level eater is definitely going to suck for this deck. Like, I can't imagine the things it'd be able to do with just having level eater here. If this card in its own control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can push summon 1 the Crimson Dragon from your extra deck. So it looks like another way to get your Crimson Dragon out here. And this looks a lot like Yugioh in the art. And I just kind of realized that the original, this guy here looks a lot like Yugioh too, Will Synchron. That is really cool to see there. And then here we have Scrap Iron Idol, which is a normal trap card. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each one's return. Target one of your level 7 or level 8 dragon synchro monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. Special summon it, but return it to the extra deck during the end phase. Also after that, set this card face down instead of sending it to the grave. So yeah, being able to get one of your level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monsters out is pretty good. It's going to be slow though because it's just a normal trap. And yeah, it looks like you're going to be able to reuse this card though. So that's pretty good value they can get out of this. And if this set card in its owner control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 the Crimson Dragon. So it looks like you're going to be having a lot of ways to cheat out the Crimson Dragon. But it looks like a pretty fun addition to like this Turbo Synchro deck. If you guys are interested in going into that and just focusing on the Signer Dragons. But let me know what you guys think about this support, about what this overall archetype is going to be like. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.